Hi YouTube, this is an update on the video I did about the four Vandas about a month ago. So this is Vanda number one, the one that had the orange, burnt orange blooms. Um, it looks good except for I guess where it rehydrated, it kind of made stretch marks. Like I don't know, like it tore away from the skin. Just kind of weird. I mean, not that weird to me. I've got stretch marks, but to see them on a plant was kind of strange. So yeah, that's the orange one. I've removed some roots. I wouldn't say have, but I removed a few off of this one. Haven't had to remove any in a while, in a little while. And I cut off its basket, those little I don't know, they're not square, little rectangle slender baskets. I cut it off and just kind of hooked the little hook past some of those thick roots that's really aren't any good. They're just kind of stubs. And then I laced it up with ribbon. Kind of laced it up like a tennis shoe. When you want it laced up nicely, tried to keep the ribbon flat so it shouldn't cut or anything. I don't see anything that'll go wrong from doing that. Kind of went through the leaves. I don't know, just like you do a tennis shoe. But yeah, I like the look of that better than a basket. But they're not going to stay like this, but it does hold the Vanda more steady to the pole because I went kind of further up. Yeah, so that's it for that one. Let me get the second one. This is the pinky purple one, Vanda number two. I haven't cut any of its roots off. I can see some are bad when after it's watered. Well, you can tell that one's bad even though it's dry. But you can see more after it's watered. But I haven't cut off any. Excuse me. These leaves, and I've had 3 of the other Vandas do this. They're turning, so they're going to drop off, or I will cut them off. These don't look like really mushy or anything, so I'll probably just let them keep drying until they get to the bottom and then take them completely off. There is a little space in between that leaf, but I don't know. It still looks like it's sealed shut, but I can tell it's starting to open. Other than that, there's really no change. Let me try to get it in the camera's eye. Let me grab the next one. This is the pinky purple one, if I didn't say that. Oh, that leaf, same thing. Where it's turning, it's dry, so I'll just let it keep going, but it hasn't fallen off yet, but it will. All right. Vanda number 3. This is the most dehydrated one, and it's still very dehydrated. That leaf is open, and all of the leaves have a little space in between them. This is the one with the cakey. I'll show you in a minute, but you can see it right down in there. So I'm thinking because it's working on that cakey that it's having trouble rehydrating, and then a lot of the roots, I cut off pretty much all of those roots that were hanging down, and this one's starting to look kind of crappy. So yeah, it'll end up with only these roots up here, but these are good roots. Yeah, it's just trying to hydrate, and because I think it's working on that, and it may be trying to work on another one right there. It's just working overtime and can't keep up with the fluid intake. Now it did have this leaf. I cut it off a couple of days ago, and this leaf is doing the same thing. It does look kind of gooey, especially these go in the water when I set them in the water. So yeah, I changed out the water and cut that one off, and we'll probably be cutting that one off soon. Let me see, I made a checklist. Still very dehydrated. Cut off the bottom leaf, that one's going. Cut off most of the bottom roots, the kiki and the nubbin. Oh, and yeah, it had a square basket, so it has a bigger hook thing connected to it, but I had already taken that basket off, but I'm going to lace it up for the time being, like the other one you saw with the ribbon. And yeah, because it's just moving all over the place on like it is right now with the string. That's it for that one. Just a second. And this is the last one. Sorry about that. This is the one with what's hopefully cold damage. Again, you can see these leaves up here look better. It has a leaf inside of there. It's open, but it's still, I don't know, distorted. It still has its roots. I cut off a few. Oh, don't look at my chicken scratch. That wasn't written to be seen. But yeah, I cut off a few roots, but most of them are still there and hanging in there. This is actually the one I made a basket, a Vanda basket, or I'm calling it a Vanda box. I'm going to put this one in as my test subject. So it may lose these roots, most likely, I don't know. So let's see. Oh, let me show you what I'm going to do. So yeah, this Vanda will be the first one that I'm going to try potting up, and it will be my test subject. But yeah, last look at its roots. Over here, I bought this at Lowe's. It's called Flower Rock. Now Lowe's had 3 different kinds of rock. The other 2 kinds were made by Quikrete. But I got this bag because it says, 100% US produced, natural, no coloring or additives. The other bags, the red lava rock, did not say that. Yeah, I couldn't find anything that said anything like this. This says it's going to hold its color, it's natural, there's nothing added into it. So it's more for plants, I guess. And it is the same square footage, same weight bag. This was $5.98. The red was $3.98. Same size and everything. But this one, like I said, I got it because it says no coloring or additives. And Let me check on something real quick. Alright, this is my station. I'm using a cooler that you carry around, throw ice in it, throw your drinks in it, take it to the park, wherever. And I don't know, I started using this because I had a Lowe's bucket, but it had been outside probably the whole of last year, and it was kind of weatherized. Anyway, it started to crack when I would touch it, and we had this laying around. We've used it once. You know, when you're going on an outing and you just need something just for then, and then you just sit it in the basement or wherever. But yeah, I'm using a cooler. Also had laying around an extra fish tank heater. Now I will unplug that most of the time. I keep a fish tank thermometer in here too. I usually get it somewhere in the middle of the green. Just treating it just like a fish tank. And then I'll unplug it, because the thing with the cooler is, as opposed to when I was using the bucket, it's holding heat. So once it gets to a certain temperature, it actually starts to rise above that green line, and I don't want to boil my Vandas. So yeah, that's how I water them for now. Or actually, that's probably how I'll keep doing it. I can't say for sure. And this is my box I made. Now I have not sanded it. It's still the rough version. Still has markings on it. My plan was to make it slightly shorter, up to the blue of the ice cooler, but I took the slats, these were cut out, and placed them on the bottom. Cut the ends off because they were kind of raggedy on the ends, and placed those on the bottom. So I actually made it taller than I wanted to, but I guess that's fine. But yeah, I only plan to fill up water to where the blue is, to where the rim is, and place the basket in there, let them soak for a few, and then take them out. And then again, I'm not sure, this is a trial run, how long the lava rock, this is my first time with lava rock, how long it's going to hold water, how long I'll need to soak, if I'll just need to spray them a little bit. I don't know any of that just yet. But that's my pretty basket I made. I'm very proud of it. Like my little knot hole right there. And that one took quite a while, and my back hurt after. And I changed my mind about 5 times over the week about how I wanted to do it. And so another one won't be done for a week or two. Plus I just want to give it a go with that Vanda, like I said, for a week or two, and then see what happens. But yeah, these leaves are going to go down here. But it's nothing drastic has happened so far. No large changes, very slow changes. I like slow changes when it comes to orchids. So let me make sure I said everything that I wanted to say. Yep, that was it. Oh, I didn't say that. So they don't actually hang right here. This is where I have my lights, but you know, right now I'm trying to get those flowers to bloom so I can finally see what color they are. Sometimes I put them in different windows throughout the house, but I don't like to leave them there for too long. The humidity is not that great anywhere else except this room. But they hang up there, and they hang on that stand over there. I took the top shelf off, unscrewed it, and just left those holes open. And I'll hang 2 there and 2 there. Occasionally one will hang over here for whatever reason. And that's how I'm doing things. And that's the Vanda update. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll keep you posted. Again, I only plan on doing it once a month. I'll definitely do an update if I see Well, definitely if I see a spike, but even if I see a root tip starting to grow, that would be great. So I'll definitely do an update before a month if I see that. Um, if anything goes drastically wrong, I'll do an update on that too. Um, I don't know. I might do one in a couple of weeks and show you the one I put in the box, or like show you the finished product and what it's doing. So yeah, that was a long video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I don't know if you can see by the glare, the sun is shining today. It's slightly warm. I'm going to enjoy this day, and I've got a lot to do. Thank you. Bye.